Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, and you're watching Park Pass, and I have 3 brand new breaking news stories about Disney and Disneyland. This is kind of crazy, and I got to be honest with you guys. One of the stories is speculation. One of them is absolute proof, and then one of them is pretty much proof. So let's get into it. But before we get to that, I just want to say right now, all of our merchandise is 50% off. 50% off. And once that merchandise is gone, it is going to be gone. So if you want to get that merchandise, click the link down below, or the little link down below. Get the sweatshirts, get the hoodies and the stickers. And once it's gone, once that merch is gone, it is gone. It is all discounted right now, 50% off. Let's get into it. 3 breaking news stories that's happening in the world of Disney. Are you ready? Buckle in. Number 1, right now, and this one is, I think, for sure, this is no speculation, is we now are going to know what the new name of the Smugglers Run attraction. So if you don't know, there's the Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. And starting on May 22nd, it's going to be rethemed with a new mission with Grogu and the Mandalorian. And this mission sounds really, really cool. Like the engineer, he's going to be able to select, you want to go to Bespin, Coruscant, the wreckage of the Death Star, Endor, and they'll even be able to communicate with Grogu. So it sounds really cool. That drops on May 22nd. Very excited. Well, I think on accident, Disney on their app, they had released the new name of the attraction, and it was up on the app on both the Walt Disney World and on the Disneyland app for about 75 minutes, and then quickly removed it. But we got the new name. Are you ready? Here's the brand new name. It is Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run dash a new mission. Yeah, that's the brand new name they're going to be having for this new attraction. Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, a new mission. And when this came out, people saw this on the app, and then it disappeared. They took it away. I think Disney accidentally released that a little prematurely on the app. People are like, is that going to be the real name, or is that just a placeholder for the name? I honestly believe that is going to be the real name. And Disney loves to do this. I think the reason they're going to do this is starting on May 22nd. The only options you'll have to do is the Mandalorian Grogu mission. After between 6 months and 18 months, they'll probably start bringing back the old missions and then going back and forth. And at that point, they'll probably just rename it again, Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. And when you go on the attraction, you won't know if you can get the Grogu mission or the original, the coaxium power source mission. But I think that's what they're going to do, because that's what Disney has done with Star Tours. You know, Star Tours, when something gets new release, they have all these new like Ahsoka missions, and then after a while they go back to having all of the different missions. So I think Disney is going to push really hard the Mandalorian Grogu missions, and then after a while they'll probably just take the new mission out of the naming convention. But boom, there it is. It has been released. Now, this is really important to me. This is number 2 story here. This is really important to me because I am a huge fan of the Muppets. I love the Muppets. And Brian Hansen, who is the son of Jim Henson. Jim Henson was the creator of the Muppets. Brian Hansen was just doing an interview. And in the interview, he said that Muppet Vision 3D is going to be going to Apple Vision Pro. And Apple Vision Pro, I believe, is like it's a virtual reality. It's going to be released there so people can watch it. And he was saying that you can choose any seat you want in the theater. You can sit in that particular seat. You can sit over here, wherever you want to sit in the theater, and be able to have this immersive experience of looking all the way around. So Muppet Vision 3D is going to be coming out on Apple Vision Pro. We don't know when this is going to happen. Disney hasn't said anything, but we do know that before on June 7th, when the ride closed, the Muppet Vision 3D, that was the last showing of it. About a week before that, Disney had all these people come in with those 3D cameras and taking pictures of it, watching the whole theater experience, and they mapped it all out. So this actually seems to be true. Brian Hansen has kind of leaked it. It's going to be coming out on Apple Vision Pro. We're super excited. I think a lot of people are thrilled that we're not losing the Muppet Vision 3D, because that was Jim Henson's last thing he directed before he passed away. So we're excited to have that live on for prosperity's sakes and prosperity. What is that word? Prosperity, not prosperity. Prosperity? I think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't even know.
Posterity.
Posterity. Thank you, Amanda.
Not posterity.
Not posterity. Posterity's sake. Thank you so much. My wife's sitting right over there drinking a little mug of coffee and eating peanut butter toast, apparently. She loves the coffee. In fact, at some point, she wants to come in here talking about this brand new coffee that she's trying. She absolutely loves. I said, today's not the day, babe. We got breaking news. We can't talk about coffee right now. All right.
Oh, shucks.
Shucks. Let's get into the third breaking news story. And this is the big one. The big one. Here we go. Now, I have to say this one. I'm going to take this one with a huge grain of salt. And so this is unconfirmed. But there is a website called The Wrap, and they report on entertainment news, like movies, TVs, theme parks, whatever. And they ran a story, and in the story they said that they talk about what's going to be happening in Villains Land, and they gave some pretty specific details. But when you cite that article, you look at their sources say a person close to the project said. So, I don't know. That seems legit, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. So maybe they were just, somebody says, I'm really close to this project, and maybe they're not. They said this stuff, but The Wrap, they did this story. Then all these other news sites picked up the story from The Wrap, and they started reporting it as if it was their story. And so I was getting messages late last night about this. I kind of did a bunch of research, and I'm trying to find out, where did this come from? Because we want to know exactly, is this truthful? And as I can see, it came from this website called The Wrap. All right. What did they say? They said that Josh D'Amaro has been retooling Villains Land, and that these are the new attractions that will be coming out in Villains Land. Number one is they're going to have a kid-friendly roller coaster based on Emperor's New Groove, which is just, that is a home run. That's perfect, because we all know, everybody knows, anybody who's familiar with Emperor's New Groove, what are they going to say at some point in that roller coaster?
Pull the lever.
Wrong lever!
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever?
And that they're going to say that. So, and what they were saying is going to be a kid-friendly attraction, kid-friendly roller coaster along the lines of Slinky Dog Dash. I would just like to say this, though. I have no sway with Disney at all in any shape or form. But come on, Disney, if you're going to do it, go big. Be like Hagrid's. Like Hagrid's at Universal Studios? That is a kid-friendly roller coaster, but it's super intense. Go that way. Go bigger. Slinky Dog Dash is very fun, but it really is just for kids. And in Villains Land, we want scary, so go a little bit bigger. Be like Hagrid's. Like Hagrid's, the roller coaster, it drops. That could be like, pull the lever, Kronk, and then it drops. That's what I'm thinking. I want it good. I'm thrilled with the Emperor's New Groove announcement, and I hope that this is true. We'll have to find out if it is.
I want everyone's comments, because some people feel like Emperor's New Groove is too much of a cult classic, but instead of like a huge reach, instead of a regular OG Disney classic, is it too much of a cult following?
You think it's too nuanced?
But the
I don't know.
that are Emperor's New Groove fans, they are diehards.
Yeah.
Like, I am in it.
The thing about Emperor's New Groove, and I'm going to be honest, it's actually too funny. The first time you watch it, the jokes are just going over your head. And when you watch it on repeat, it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. So I think though, it's just too perfect. I think that the theming was great for Emperor's New Groove. People are going to love it.
Like
That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
like Hagrid's.
It would be incredible.
Yeah, exactly. All right. The other thing that they reported on is that there's going to be a Maleficent boat ride. This one was I was like a little, because I was like, Maleficent. When I think of Maleficent, I think of dragons, and I think of fire, and I think of bramble. Thorns. Yeah, I don't think of like a boat ride, but I would think like this. If the boat ride is like Pirates of the Caribbean Shanghai version, where they have all these cool projection screens, then maybe Maleficent and fire and water could all work. I don't know. That's what they reported. And then the third thing they reported on is that there's going to be a Hades Pain and Panic dinner show where you go in and like have dinner or some type of show. I don't know if it's a dinner show, it's just a show maybe. But Hades, which I can see because Hades is going to maybe do like a nightclub. I'm looking at my wife Amanda as like, a nightclub thing. Hey guys, they got some moussaka caught in my throat.
I haven't been this choked up since I got a hunk of moussaka caught in my throat. Huh?
I love Hades. Hades is my favorite.
Fantastic.
But that being said, so it would be really funny. That I can see that being really funny. But if they're going to do a boat ride, that should be Hades, in my opinion, because Hades is literally on the river Styx. That's his whole area. That's his shtick, if you will. But they're reporting it'd be a Pain and Panic, a Hades like dinner show or a show, which I think would be really funny.
Memo to me, maim you after my meeting.
Wait, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
This just came to me.
Okay, here we
What
go.
if they combined it? So you know how you have Blue Bayou in Pirates?
Yes.
And so it's a boat water ride, but then there's also a dining experience.
Yeah.
What if they do that? What if they do a Hades boat ride in the same level of Shanghai Pirates?
Yeah.
And then have the
the dinner
experience connected to that attraction.
You heard it here first, everybody. Amanda,
combine it. Pirates of the Caribbean and Blue Bayou, but for Hades.
Yeah, and this is fun for us. If you want, you can speculate like which villains would you want to see have represented in Villains Land. And the last thing that they announced, there'll be an Ursula spinner ride, kind of like spinning ride. Tentacles. By the way, very super interesting thing. I was just watching a documentary on octopuses and they're ticklish. Did you know that? Do you know how many tickles it takes to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles.
I don't think this is the time for that type of humor.
Okay, all right. An Ursula spinner, which would be kind of fun for, like I said, that's going to be kind of kid friendly. I think, though, we all want Villains Land to be successful. I don't think anybody doesn't want Villains Land to be successful, but we also do want it a little scary. So when they're saying they're going to make all the rides kid-friendly, go big, Disney. You know what? When Disney first started and Walt was in charge, he was not afraid of scaring little children. And kids like it. They feel like good. And I don't be afraid to scare the children.
Don't quote me, but didn't he say something like, the kids, it's healthy for them to be scared in a safe environment?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. So I'm not going to quote you on that. But, go big. I go big. Be scary. We want it. The kids will love it. It makes them feel strong when they can overcome some of those fears. Don't be afraid to go scary.
Maybe they could put Alien Encounter back in.
Oh, that's the scariest thing we've ever had. That would be amazing, though, if they did bring back Alien Encounter. All right. Now, what is upcoming here at PROVOST PARK PASS? If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because we have a lot coming up here. Hit the subscribe button. Do you know that's absolutely free? 1, I got a hotel tours coming up for Disneyland. All these hotels, all these special deals that are going on. 2, I'm going to be going to Universal Studios and doing a whole butterbeer tasting, all these brand new treats that are coming out. That'll be coming out. And then also, in the realm of Universal Studios, I can't say what, but I'm going to be showcasing something brand new there. And then you want to see that on Wednesday. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you are the first to see it. And you can talk about it and be a part of that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, we're going to Disneyland Paris. You've been invited to go to Disneyland Paris. And the brand new Arendelle Frozen Land is going to be opening there. We will get a sneak preview of that before anybody else. So you definitely want to hit the subscribe button so you can see all of that stuff. And, by the way, just today, it just dropped right now, but you have to use the link down below or call 1-855-GETAWAY, 1-855-GETAWAY. And when they answer the phone, make sure you say PROVOST PARK PASS. You can get an additional $50 off your vacation packages. That just came out today. This is one of the reasons you follow along with PROVOST PARK Pass. So that way you can get all these cool, amazing deals. It just dropped today. You get an additional $50 off your vacation packages to Walt Disney World and to Disneyland. So click the link down below or call them and say Park Pass and they'll tell you about these amazing deals. But you have to click the link or say Park Pass, else you're not going to hear about these amazing deals.
Okay, I'm curious.
Yes.
I want to hear everyone's wish list.
Yes.
Their blue sky for Villains Land. What would you like to see?
Put it down in the comments. We'd love to see that. So it'll be a lot of fun.
I think there should be another mountain.
You think like another mountain or like another roller coaster. Love it. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much. And wait. I do need to talk to you guys for just one quick second on this Friday. I want you to know that I am talking to you right now. And just you. You are amazing. You make the world a better place. Did you know that? And if you are struggling and you feel underappreciated, or you feel that things aren't going well in a relationship, or you're suffering from depression, it will get better. And the worst part about it, when you're being depressed or you're feeling having those rough patches, if you feel like it's going to stay that way forever, it's not. You are amazing. You make the world a better place, and you are awesome. All right, guys. I will see you in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Bye-bye. What do you think? We're going to get Muppet 3D. And then we're going to get to see this new Villains Land. Do you think Kronk and Yzma will be represented? And I love the new naming convention, Millennium Falcon, Smugglers Run, a new mission. Hey, and to our Patreons, thank you so much. We couldn't do these videos without your support. You're amazing. And if you want to become a patron, click the link down below.